Hello and welcome to the Florida Peanut Podcast. Today I'm joined in studio by Miss Laura Feller-Goss, Fearless Leader and Executive Director of the Florida Peanut Federation. I'm Noah Walker with All Things Visual Marketing, and we are in the midst of FFA Week here in Florida. And as such, we have the pleasure of hosting and interviewing several incredible students and FFA members from around the state. And today, we're starting at Dixie Middle School.
Yes.
And we're joined by two incredible young women. And I am going to ask you guys to introduce yourselves. So tell us what your name is, a little bit about your position, and then a fun fact about yourselves.
I'm Joanna Evans, and I'm the president of Dixie Middle School FFA chapter, and I love to go fishing.
Awesome. Nice to meet you, Joanna.
What kind of fish do you like to catch, Joanna?
My favorite fish is probably redfish.
Nice. It's the most fun you can have with a fishing pole is catching redfish, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm Alyssa Audinger. I'm the vice president of the Dixie Middle FFA chapter, and I like to go hunting. I like to still hunt and hunt for deer and turkey.
Fantastic, Miss Audinger. And so just because that was a little blurry at first, so Alyssa Audinger, the vice president of the Dixie Middle School chapter, loves to still hunt. You know, you're probably both better at both of those activities than I am, unfortunately.
Better than I am. Hey, girls, do you know the most famous, amazing FFA member to ever go through the Dixie Middle chapter?
No.
No, ma'am. Oh, you went to Dixie?
I did. And Ruth Race Middle School was not there when Rob Hatch was in school. So right now I am claiming that space for myself.
Yeah.
I just think it's real sweet that y'all have joined us this afternoon. Thank you for taking time and helping us to celebrate National FFA Week.
I forgot to add modest in your introduction. The modest Laura Feller-Goss, for sure.
Well, thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Your guys' time is incredibly valuable and valuable to us, and we appreciate that you guys are sporting your officer digs to join us here on the Florida Peanut Podcast and talk to us a little bit about FFA. So what does your chapter do? What does FFA at Dixie Middle School do and teach you guys?
Well, our middle school is mainly focused on showing and judging animals because we're a very rural area, and a lot of kids just love showing the animals at the county fair.
That's fantastic. We've got you guys interested in showing animals. Miss Alyssa, I'm going to have you answer this one first.
I was interested in showing animals one time because my advisor, and she was my teacher in 6th grade, she offered me to go to a poultry show and show a chicken for our part of the chapter. So I was very interested in it. We didn't win, but it got me very interested in showing animals.
So, Alyssa, after that experience, do you eat more or less fried chicken?
I eat the same amount.
Yeah, good answer. What about you, Miss Joanna?
Miss George, it was her first year at middle school, and it was my first year at the middle school, and I was in her ag class, and we went outside, and she had a rabbit, and she taught the class about showing the rabbit, and I was very interested in it, so I showed that rabbit at the Dixie County Fair that year, and I did not win at all, but it was very unique and a good learning opportunity and opened me into showing animals.
I love that you all started with the smaller animals and really those are so hands-on, and then to progress into the livestock that is a part of the sale. I think that's really cool. So I don't expect that no one knows, but every FFA member should have an SAE project, a supervised agricultural experience, as a part of their FFA career. And so what skills have you all learned through these SAE projects?
The skills that I've learned is like responsibility, because we have to take care of our animal, make sure he's getting fed, make sure they're not sick, make sure they know how to walk properly. Like timing, money management is a big one. Because if I would rather spend $12 on a comb, or if I would put that into my feed, or just stuff like that, and making sure that I have money for my animal.
I learned record keeping, accurate record keeping, because it takes all this time and effort to write down receipts and what you did with your animal and how much time you put into them.
Alyssa, I'll tell you, that is the most challenging part of my current job. I love to do the activities, but the record keeping is equally as important. And that is such a challenge for me. So by you all starting in middle school, recognizing the importance, building that diligence to do that, I think that's incredible. So kudos to Miss George.
All right. And whenever this comes out, we're going to be probably in the middle of tax season for a lot of small businesses. So record keeping is
Alyssa.
incredibly relevant for everybody in business.
Yes.
So those are great skills that you guys are learning in doing what you're doing. How long have you guys been FFA members?
I've been an FFA member for 3 years now. I started in 6th grade and now I'm in 8th, and this is my 3rd year.
Why did you join?
I joined because I was in Miss George's classroom one day, and she noticed that I was interested in more of the ag related subjects. So she said, "Hey, why don't you try FFA?" And I was like, "Sure, I'll try it." And then it just got me more motivated.
That's incredible.
Joanna, were you involved in 4-H when you were younger, or did you come straight into FFA once you reached middle school?
No, ma'am, I was not involved in 4-H. As soon as I went in our 6th grade class, a group of friends and I were hanging out, and we were just in ag, and we didn't really have anything to do after school. Miss George invited us to come to a meeting, and ever since I went to that one meeting, I was like, I want to become an FFA member. So
Oh, that's so exciting.
that was my first year, and then 7th and 8th I've been an officer. 7th I was sentinel, and 8th I'm president, and it's been a really good experience.
Nice.
So Joanna, where is the president stationed?
Oh my gosh, by the rising sun. I don't know why that caught me off guard.
What's always been so funny to me is the president doesn't actually say that. You know, you kind of recite the whole opening ceremony, says everybody does it, but you actually get to say very little as a part of that opening. And so that's a trick question I like to slide in on chapter presidents.
I always find it funny because the vice president I feel so bad for them because they're talking about like everybody. And I'm just sitting there and I'm like, okay, it's opening, it's closing.
You got it. You got it. Well, tell us some of your favorite activities or some notable things that your chapter does.
My favorite is probably like just not showing animals, just like competitions and everything in general, because I feel like it's very competitive. But not only that, you get to meet new people, and then whenever you advance, you get to go to like state convention. I love state convention. It's not for the weak though. Like you have to get up early, but you meet amazing people there and you have such a good time.
Mine is the fair. Personally, I love working with animals, and Miss George's experience with me have just been great. So I've just got more into the animal part.
That's awesome. Hey, one thing that I wanted to know was, you guys talked about how you got started in showing animals, but what animals have you guys shown?
I've shown 2 chickens, and this year I'm showing a pig for the Swanee River Fair.
Oh, good job.
My first year I showed a rabbit, and then last year I showed a hog, and then I showed a goat at State Fair with Miss George. This year I'm showing a hog at State Fair, and then a goat this year at the Swanee County Fair.
That's a lot of incredible diverse species list there. You've got poultry, rabbits, you've got goats, and hogs. Incredible. That's a lot of specialized knowledge, I'm sure, for each and every one of those animals that you're showing, right?
Yes, sir.
Jeez.
That's so fun. So this recording is actually happening before the state fair, but the podcast will be published after the state fair. So we really hope that we can put in the footnote, Joanna did great.
Champion.
Yes.
Champion, state champion.
That's
Fair champ.
really an experience like no other. The Swanee River Fair is certainly an incredible event, but that state fair
It's
is no
so
joke.
different. I showed a goat last year, and it was definitely not what I was used to here.
Yeah, it's awesome though. We're so proud of y'all.
Yeah, we are.
Thank y'all.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Well, I think that wraps up our questions for you guys. Do you have any questions for us?
No, sir.
No, sir.
All right. Well, we appreciate you guys and your time and joining us. And we're very happy that we're having the opportunity both to talk to you and showcase you during FFA week. So thank you again, Ms. Joanna Evans and Alyssa Audinger, the president and vice president of Dixie Middle School chapter of FFA. Here in studio, we've had Miss Laura Fowler-Goss, and I'm Noah Walker with All Things Visual Marketing. We hope you have a wonderful day.
Take care.
Yeah.